This is a construction project that has outlived its creator, his children, and his grandchildren. While modern skyscrapers now reach the clouds in a matter of months, this monument in the heart of Barcelona has been rising for over 140 years. In 1883, the project was taken over by Antoni Gaudi. He envisioned a Bible in stone, a structure that avoided traditional straight lines in favor of the complex, organic geometries found in the natural world. The final design is staggering in scale. The basilica features 18 massive spires, with the central tower engineered to reach 172.5 meters. Gaudi planned this height to be exactly 1 meter lower than the nearby Montjuïc Hill, ensuring his creation never surpassed the work of nature. Despite breaking ground in an era of horse-drawn carriages, the Sagrada Familia is now on track to become the tallest church on Earth. In 1926, Gaudi was struck by a tram and died, leaving the structure barely a quarter finished. Construction faced a second catastrophe a decade later, during the Spanish Civil War. Anti-clerical groups stormed the site, bringing work to a violent halt. Inside the crypt, the damage was absolute. Blueprints were burned, and the intricate 3D plaster models Gaudi used to communicate his complex structural math were smashed into thousands of pieces. For years, the project sat abandoned, a jagged skeletal shell in the middle of the city. Finishing the church required architects to recover Gaudi's lost mathematical thoughts from the literal debris of his workshop. Inside the nave, Gaudi's structural logic is on full display. He avoided the bulky flying buttresses of traditional Gothic cathedrals by designing a stone forest, where columns branch out like trees to support the weight of the ceiling from within. To calculate these forces in the 1890s, Gaudi built an analog computer using gravity. He suspended strings from a ceiling and attached canvas bags filled with birdshot. The weights pulled the strings into perfect, natural curves. Flipping this model upside down revealed the exact load-bearing framework required for the towers to stand against their weight. Gaudi relied on ruled geometry, shapes generated by straight lines moving space. Because he followed these strict mathematical rules, his shattered plaster models retained their structural DNA even after being smashed. By sweeping up the shards and analyzing the curves, modern architects could use that mathematical DNA to reverse engineer the original vision for the missing 3/4 of the church. However, realizing that vision meant calculating wind and earthquake loads for a 170-meter spire without expanding the church's footprint or using massive foundations. Hand carving was replaced by aerospace software and robotic CNC machines. These tools mill complex curves into raw stone with millimeter precision in hours, a process that once took master masons weeks. Today, the towers are built using structural modules. Large stone blocks are threaded with high-strength steel cables that run through the center of each piece. Tightening these cables locks the stones into a unified, lightweight monolith that can be craned directly into position. Modern software and robotics became the essential bridge between Gaudi's 19th-century vision and the physical reality of the 21st century. Because the project spans 5 generations, the building serves as a collaborative timeline of different artistic styles, layered over Gaudi's skeleton. The Nativity facade is Gaudi's original surviving work. It is exuberant and joyful, covered in realistic stone carvings of plants and animals. This contrasts with the Passion facade, sculpted decades later by Josep Maria Subirachs. Here, the soft curves are replaced by sharp, angular figures designed to represent suffering and death. While the artistic styles clash on the surface, they are held together by the same underlying geometric logic. Inside the completed nave, the stone tree columns blend with natural light filtered through precisely calibrated stained glass. This entire undertaking has been sustained by the public, funded through millions of private donations over 14 decades. As the central tower nears completion, the Sagrada Familia serves as proof that humanity can still commit to a multi-generational masterpiece, one planted by one era to be harvested by the next. If you enjoyed this look at the engineering of the Sagrada Familia, please subscribe and press the bell button so you don't miss our next story.